Hello and welcome to Beauty In, Beauty Out, or BIBO Foundation right here on CAN TV. I'm Tracy S. Campbell, the founder of the BIBO Awards and the BIBO Foundation. And I want to thank you for joining us here this evening. Now, if you've tuned in previous weeks, you know that I have brought to you some of the folks that support our mission of the BIBO Foundation and the BIBO Awards. You've met some of our supporters. You've met some of our past honorees of the Bebo Awards, current honorees that we're going to be celebrating this weekend, as a matter of fact, and more on that to come. And you've also even met some of our team members. But tonight, I don't have a guest. It's just me, because we're going to spend a little bit of time talking about the Bebo Foundation and the Bebo Awards in depth. So I want to take tonight as an opportunity to answer any questions you may have, to give you more in-depth information on what we do. What is the Bebo Foundation? What is it comprised of? And how do the Bebo Awards work? And why do we do what we do through that organization? So tonight is all about information. So I hope you're taking notes, because hopefully this information will help you or someone close to you. Now, I will be putting up our contact card periodically throughout the show, and here it is. You can always go to our website, www.thebebofoundation.org/on-air. If you want to see previous episodes, you can also email us at info@thebebofoundation.org, and you can always call us at 1-800-365-3203. So I want to start the first half of this with information about the Bebo Foundation. That is our 501c3 portion of the Bebo brand, okay? And it's all about helping, educating, empowering, and supporting women from all walks of life. Young women, mature women, but primarily women who are in the need of change. They are wanting to change their situation in one form or another. And the Bebo Foundation is a 501c federally recognized charitable organization, and it's comprised of 4 pillars. But wow, before I get there, I have a caller. So caller, go right ahead.
Yes, hello?
Hello there.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Bebo, I've watched a few weeks, and I get intrigued more and more every week. How does the Bebo Foundation really, about safeness, about caring for the people, but mostly for the safety of the women?
Yes. Well, first of all, I thank you for tuning in every week and watching us. I appreciate that. And yes, Bebo is definitely an organization that is set up to be a source of help, a source of mentorship, a source of support for women and the families and the friends of the women that we serve. We definitely want to be a resource that women can come to get the guidance and the mentorship that they need and the support that they need so that they can better their situation. Thank you, caller, for that great question. And that is what we do. We are a support organization. We are an organization that is in the business of educating our women, young women as well as mature. So let's find out a little bit more about what that really means. So we're going to start, if you can see my screen, it may be a little small, but Bebo is comprised of 4 main entities. Our Beauty is All Heart campaign, our It's Personal campaign, Beauty Reborn, and Beebo Classroom. And I'm going to talk about each one of these, so please bear with the small print here. We're going to talk all about them in depth. Beauty is All Heart is a campaign that we truly support and get behind. Heart disease is very rampant in my family, just to be very personal here for a second. Heart disease is something that runs rampant in my family and my genetics, so to speak. And that was the impetus for us starting the Beauty is All Heart campaign. We wanted to create something that would educate women about the #1 killer of women, which is heart disease. And so through the Beauty is All Heart campaign, every February, we truly spend the time, the quality time, to bring to you women who are heart attack survivors, medical professionals who are doing their part to make sure that they help these women. And throughout the year, we try to provide ongoing heart health education. Now, these two lovely ladies that you see here, this lady right here, Ellen Abramson, she's probably on the left side of your screen, right side of your screen, I'm sorry. She is a heart attack survivor. She survived what's called the widowmaker. Not many people survive that type of heart attack, but she survived. Not only did she survive, she became an advocate and works tirelessly to educate other women on heart disease. And the other lady there is Dr. Cynthia Tyke. She is another past Beauty is All Heart honoree. She is a doctor, she is a cardiologist, but she also attacks heart disease and heart ailments from not only the traditional medical route, if you will, but also through the holistic route. So these are just two ladies that we were able to bring to the attention of the public for all that they do. This is a flyer from our recent Beauty is All Heart campaign, and those four lovely ladies that you see there all are heart disease survivors, and one of them actually is a caregiver. I was a caregiver for my mother for many years, and she was a heart patient. So we want to honor the caregivers as well. We want to make sure that we bring attention to all that they do. It's not easy caring for a heart patient. These other three young ladies, and I'm going to underscore the word young, are all battling heart disease in one form or another. So it's very important that we realize that heart disease is not just about a person as they mature, but it also affects our younger generation as well. Now, our next initiative is It's Personal. Now, this campaign is one that truly has resonated with so many people, and it's a community-based campaign. And it's all about collecting new and gently used purses, designer purses, and filling them with personal items, needed items that all women, we all take for granted the things that we as women need on a day-to-day basis. Well, we collect those items, we put them in these purses, and we also include words of encouragement to truly edify and help the women that we support, which are usually women that are dealing with a homeless or domestic violence situation. Now, this is just one of the entities here in the Chicagoland area that we personally deliver these purses to, again, filled with needed items, letters of encouragement, so that we can provide some type of practical support and begin to meet these women and begin to provide a source for them to come to for mentorship and support. This group of individuals are actually in our Las Vegas they're part of our Las Vegas team, if you will, and they do a great job every year of collecting purses in the Las Vegas community and sharing them with some of the homeless shelters and domestic violence shelters out there in the Vegas area. So as you can see, those are just two of the programs that we promote and that we stand behind through the Bebo Foundation. Again, Beauty is All Heart. If you know someone who is dealing with heart disease, especially if she's a female relative or friend or even coworker, if you know someone that can benefit from the information that we disperse through our Beauty is All Heart campaign, as well as if you want us to know about this great woman because you want us to recognize her publicly throughout the month of February, please make sure you get in contact with us. And also for our It's Personal campaign, again, we fill gently used purses, oftentimes designer purses, and we fill them with needed toiletries, needed items, as well as words, letters, poems, scriptures, whatever you're led to include. We put those in those purses, and we make sure that they get into the hands of women who truly need that support. This year, we were able to, through the help of our teams in Dallas, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, and right here in Chicago, we were able to collect over 1,000 purses, and we were able to disperse most of them by filling them with toiletries to women in these 4 cities. An absolutely amazing year, and I'm going to come back to that hopefully if time permits, because as a result of that campaign, we are truly able to expand that mission. But again, If you want to find out how you can get involved, just go to www.thebebofoundation.org/on-air if you want to see some of our previous episodes, or you can email us directly at info@thebebofoundation.org. And of course, you can call us at 1-800-365-3203. Now, the Bebo Foundation is comprised of those two campaigns, Beauty is All Heart and It's Personal. But we also have two other very important pillars that make up the Bebo Foundation. And these entities really now delve more into the educational side of things. So we've talked about heart health. We've talked about practical support through supplies and toiletries to help those in need right now, meeting them where they are right now. But now we're going to talk a little bit more about the educational side of things. And then once again, there's an organization, just really quickly, I want to definitely edify and celebrate Fly Girl Dance and Fitness. They're just one of the entities that did a phenomenal job with our It's Personal campaign, collecting over 500 purses alone from their team, their organization right here in Chicago. So I just want to quickly give them some praise because they are absolutely wonderful. And lastly, our It's a Little Personal. How adorable is that? It's a Little Personal campaign, which we're kicking off right now to collect new and gently used age-appropriate purses for our little ones and our teenagers. It's just absolutely adorable. We're going to be delivering these purses filled with age-appropriate items to children's hospitals and shelters starting in the beginning of December. We're going to start collecting in just another week or so here. And if you want to get involved with that, again, we'll make sure you get the information. But as you can see, the It's Personal initiative has truly expanded and taken off. So now let's go into something that's unfortunate, and that is the situation around domestic violence and homelessness. Okay. Unfortunately, these statistics still ring true. I'm not sure if you can see the print there, but essentially 63% of homeless women are also victims of domestic violence. Oftentimes, they're forced to choose between the life of violence at home or taking a chance out on the streets. And typically, these families, these homeless families, are headed by a female, and it's very hard for her and her family to find permanent housing. Now, when we talk about homelessness and we talk about domestic violence, one of the things that we do through the Bebo Foundation is to provide a way in which we can help that woman get on her feet. One of the ways in which we do that is to provide internship opportunities for that woman to join our Bebo brand, to come on our team, to roll up her sleeves, volunteer her time to help us. And in turn, we are providing mentorship. We're exposing her to women who are very successful, who have made it, and they now want to give back. So we're very excited and proud of our Beauty Reborn program. That's right, Beauty Reborn, because we believe that all women, regardless of their situation, are truly beautiful inside and out. That's our brand, and that's where Beauty Reborn is all about. Now, here is just a breakdown of how women who find themselves either in a homeless or domestic violence situation, or even worse, they find themselves in a situation where they are ex-offenders or ex-gang members, and they're trying to now get back on a more positive path. Hence, again, Beauty Reborn. And surprisingly, when it comes to women, that the majority of the crimes that women are guilty of, that they make a bad decision and get involved in, have nothing to do with violence, ironically. It has everything to do with property, possession of illegal substances, possession of monies or other properties that they did not come into by proper means, trafficking, fraud. Those are the issues that most women are found guilty of. And unfortunately, those things will follow them throughout their lives. And so we want to come in when they're ready for that second chance. Beauty Reborn is all about helping these women get on track again through internships, through our organization, as well as providing mentors that they can talk to and relate to. So that is what the Beauty Reborn program is all about. And then lastly, the fourth pillar of the Bebo Foundation is called the Beebo Classroom. And that's because through the Beebo Classroom, we are providing all types of educational offerings. Our STEM initiative, which is coming in 2018, and I've talked about STEM here before, that comprises science, technology, engineering, and math. That initiative is coming in 2018. We're already starting to collaborate with other organizations in the Chicagoland area so that we can provide education and true mentorship to young women who really want to get into the sciences. And we're going to talk a little bit about that in just a second. Also, our Munch and Mentor series is coming, and that's where young women can sit down to lunch with women who are CEOs, CIOs, attorneys, you name it, women that are already very successful. They can have a one-on-one time with them over lunch or dinner to truly pick their brain. And we're really excited about kicking off that initiative in the coming months as well. So let's go back to talk about women in technology. And this is something that if you've been tuning in to us every week, you know that we've delved into this before. Unfortunately, we are losing a lot of women in the technology area because of lack of mentors. Right there at the top, 48% lack of mentors. Also lack of female role models in the field. Gender bias. These are all the things that are preventing women from excelling in technology, even though that's one of the primary industries, growth industries right now that we have in society. So it's a big problem, and we truly need to make sure that we provide that mentorship. Now, mentorship isn't just about the sciences. It's also about other areas, finance. It could be the arts. It could be all sorts of other areas in which mentorship is important. But unfortunately, 67% of women right now that were recently surveyed in 2016 do not have a mentor, unlike their male counterparts. And the reason is that they feel that they have not found a mentor that would be suitable. So, folks, we have a problem. We have 67% of women that feel that they have not or cannot find a suitable mentor. So that's something that we are trying to change through the Bebo Foundation, through our Bebo Classroom initiative and all the sub initiatives under that, our STEM initiative, our Munch and Mentor series that's coming up. We are also trying to provide mentorship and help through our Beauty Reborn program, especially women who found themselves in trouble in the past and they're ready for a new start. So that's what the Bebo Foundation is all about. Now, I want to shift gears in the time that we have remaining. I want to shift gears and talk about our Bebo Awards. Because our Bebo Awards, well, we honor these fabulous women who are the real role models in society, who are the real mentors in society. We have an opportunity through the Bebo Awards to honor them and to give attention to them. And guess what? This Saturday, September the 23rd, at the Embassy Suites, Rosemont, we are going to be there to celebrate the 2017 honorees, Bebo Award honorees, the Bebo Award recipients for this year, who are role models in areas such as politics, education, community service, athletics, you name it. And I have a caller. Caller, go right ahead.
Hi, Tracy.
Hello there.
Sheila.
Hi there, Sheila. How are you this evening?
I'm good, thank you. I wanted you to discuss the subject of mentorship a little further, because in my experience in the industry, some women at the CEO and the COO levels lack the confidence to mentor other women.
Yes.
And there's a little bit of jealousy that plays into that.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not always as willing to be transparent and show younger women how they got to the position they're in.
Right.
Do you agree with that?
You know, unfortunately, you are right, Sheila. We have a situation where not only do we have gender bias, but we also have age bias, is what you're describing. And unfortunately,
Right.
we have a situation where women of a certain age feel a little threatened by the younger women that are coming in. But ironically, the younger women that are coming in are not staying. You know, a lot of them are leaving because they're experiencing the gender bias. So it's a vicious cycle, Sheila, but you're absolutely right. And one of the things that we hope to do through the Bebo Foundation is to bridge that gap between our younger demographic of women and our older demographic of women. We want them to come together and collaborate, to share ideas, to provide mentorship from our mature women to our younger women. And our younger women can also be of benefit to the mature women by introducing them to newer technologies and newer ways of communication or newer ways of engaging their client base. So we hope that through the Bebo Foundation, that through this mentorship initiative that we're working on right now, and we're going to be launching some great things, especially at the top of the year, that we will be able to maybe bridge the gap between the two age groups, the two generations of women, if you will, maybe even three in some cases, but more importantly, that we're able to develop that sisterhood, because we definitely need to rely on each other a lot more in this day and age. Thank you, Sheila, for that great comment and question.
But I also see that the younger women are struggling, the ones in their late 20s, early 30s.
That's true.
They want to raise their families too.
That's true.
And companies still do not have the support systems in place for them to have a balanced life work style.
That is true.
So
that
they
is true.
struggle with that. I've had 2 engineers quit companies that I've hired to help me with my project, all because they didn't have the resources to allow them to work and have a balanced life.
Right. And that's actually so surprising, because I know that some companies are making concerted efforts to really address the work-life balance. You see that a little bit more in academic settings, quite frankly. You see that work-life balance play out a little bit better in academic settings. But even in corporate settings, some companies are paying attention to what their employees are saying, and they're attempting to have more of a work-life balance. So definitely, I would encourage any woman, especially a young woman just starting in her career, to be a little more forward-thinking, because even though it's okay for you right now to work 16 hours a day, if you want to start a family, if you want to do other things, you need to look at and evaluate the company based on their work-life balance initiatives or protocols. I think that's something that we need to instill in our young women, or all women, as they make a decision to start working for a company.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you. I so appreciate that, Sheila. We are quickly running out of time, so I'm going to try to play just a really quick snippet, everyone, from some interviews from our very first 2013 Bebo Awards. These are just a couple of the ladies that we honored that year, and we're going to be honoring more fabulous women again this Saturday, September the 23rd at the Embassy Suites Hilton in Rosemont. We're going to be honoring some incredible women, and it's our 5th year anniversary, and you can still get involved. So I'm going to play this quick clip for you, and then we're going to talk about how you can get involved this Saturday.
Changing and improving their life and everything in it. It's brought me so many accomplishments that I would have never been able to experience.
And reaching out to people and letting the masses know your story.
Yeah, they have been very receptive. I've changed a lot of opinions with people regarding stigma with mental health issues and physical issues and homelessness and what society really needs.
Erin, I've heard a lot about you. It sounds like you've really have a story to tell. You are kind of behind the whole Erin's Law as we know it. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Erin's Law first passed in Illinois in 2010 and just recently passed again in January of 2013 of this year. It requires age-appropriate sexual abuse curriculum taught into all public schools, preschool through 12th grade, the same way we teach kids tornado drills, bus drills, fire drills, DARE, bully intervention, internet safety. The one thing we fail to teach kids is how to speak up and tell if they're being abused.
And that is just a snippet from our very first 2013 BIBO Awards. Hopefully I'll be able to bring you some more footage from the awards. But in the meantime, if you want to find out how you can attend this weekend or how you can just get involved in general with the BIBO initiative, the foundation or the awards, all you have to do is go to www.thebebofoundation.org/on-air, or you can also go to www.thebeboawards.com. That's not listed on the contact sheet, but again, www.thebeboawards.com, BIBO Awards.com. You can always email us at info@thebebofoundation.org. And of course, you can always call and find out, leave a message so we can get back to you, so we can tell you how you can participate in these great activities. 1-800-365-3203. So once again, I thank you so much for being with us here today. Thank you for spending your time here with us. And we truly look forward to coming back again and spending the time with you next week. Take care, everyone. Thank you.